Clipchamp tutorial for beginners. Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. This video I'll be walking you through how to use Clipchamp. It's pretty easy, especially once you've gotten the hang of it, so without further ado, let's hop right into it. First things first, all you have to do is go to Clipchamp's website. That's going to be clipchamp.com. Once you're here, you can go ahead and click on the try for free button right here, then it'll ask you to sign up. Signing up is pretty easy. They've made it really convenient by allowing you to create an account using your Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and even Dropbox accounts. If you don't have any of those though, you can always use your email to create an account by clicking the email option right here. I'll just be using my Google account since that's practically what I use everywhere. Now once you're all signed up, it'll ask you what kind of videos you're planning on creating using their platform. You can choose whatever option fits you best, but I'll just be going with the personal option for now, as I'm sure most of you will too. Once you've answered that, you'll be redirected to Clipchamp's dashboard. Now, if you want to hop right into creating your own video, you can click on Create a Video right here on the top right. What I suggest you do first though is heading over to the templates library right here. Here you'll see a few categories like YouTube, education, gaming, and so much more. So for example, if you're planning on making a gaming video, you can head over to the gaming category and look for a template that you want to use for your video. If you don't want to spend a couple of minutes scrolling through the different categories, you can also use the search bar right here on the top to look for a template for your specific needs. Let's say you're planning on making food content. All you have to do is look up food or whatever specific type of food you want to see templates for. For me, I'm planning on making gaming videos, so let's just look for something cool regarding gaming. I think this one looks cool, so let's use it by clicking on it and clicking on Use Template, and it'll bring you to your workspace. Now if all these settings and buttons are too confusing for you, I'll walk you through them real quick. Right here you can see the video preview. It shows you the current frame where the timeline slider is. And if you click on the play button right below it, it'll play through all the clips and text you've added to your timeline. The buttons next to it are just like any buttons you'd see on any media player. There's the return to start button, a button to go back 5 seconds into the video, again the play button, a button to go 5 seconds forwards into the video, and a skip to end button. Below that are some of your basic tools and controls. There's your undo and redo buttons, your splitting tool, delete tool, and duplicate tool. The tools here on the top are already labeled, so I'm sure I don't have to describe them for you, but we'll be using them in this video, so stick around if you don't know how to use them yet. Moving on to the left side, here you'll see your current project media. Since we're using a template, all that's here are the media from the template that we used. To upload your own footage, all you have to do is click on the plus icon right here on the top left, then navigate to the footage that you want to use, whether it's on your hard drive or stored online. If you don't have footage yet though, you can record your screen and camera straight through Clipchamp by clicking on Record and Create right here. Of course, you'll be asked to allow access to your mic and camera, so just allow that if you're planning on using it. Then choose the mic and camera you're using from the drop-down boxes right here. After that, all you have to do is click on the record button in the middle and get straight right into content creating. So some of the other tabs are pretty self-explanatory. You have your templates tab, which is the same as earlier if you want to add more templates. You can look up music and sound effects, stock videos, stock images, and even text templates right here. Graphics, filters, and brand kits. Brand kits are basically watermarks you can add on your video. I'm not much of a fan of having my watermark shown on the entire video, so I'll just leave you to decide whether or not you want to use that. Now that I've walked you through all the tools and options that you have, let's go ahead and get to creating. Since we're using a template, you can see here that there are already 4 clips on our timeline. There's the gameplay footage at the bottom, then the face cam, the overlay, and some text on top. We'll start by uploading our footage, then dragging it into the timeline in the same track as the template's gameplay footage. If you're using a face cam, you can add in your own the same way we added our gameplay, but drag it into the face cam track. From there, all you have to do is resize the face cam clip to fit the overlay by clicking on the clip and dragging the corners of the boxes to resize it. If you're just uploading gameplay though, you can go ahead and remove the face cam and overlay clips altogether by selecting them, then pressing delete. Now you can scrub through your footage and cut out the parts that you don't want by using the split tool. Just align your scrubber to wherever you want to split your footage, then trim it by clicking on the split tool or by simply pressing S on your keyboard. Now, I don't want this portion of my footage in the video, so I'll just remove it by selecting it, then clicking on the delete button here or pressing delete on my keyboard. An alternative way of trimming your footage though would be by dragging one end of your clip inwards or outwards to change how long and when your clip starts or ends. Now, if you have footage that runs for more than a couple of minutes like I do here, you probably won't be able to see everything in your timeline. To fix that, all we have to do is change the zoom level by clicking on the plus or minus button right here, pressing Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus on our keyboard, or holding down Ctrl and scrolling up or down. To add text to your footage, you can head over to the text tab and choose from one of the templates right here. To add it, just simply click on the plus icon or drag it into your timeline. Now to change the text, all you have to do is click on it in your preview or in your timeline, then head over to the text properties here on the top left and change the text from there. Another thing you can change here is your font, so don't be afraid to be as creative as you want with this. So those are all the basic things you need to know to start creating your very first video here on Clipchamp. Now, I'll be editing my footage some more, then I'll get back to you guys when I'm done so I can show you the process of rendering and downloading your finished video. Okay, so now I'm done with my video. Now, once you're finished editing your video and you want to render it, all you have to do now is click on the export button right here on the top right. You'll have options if you want to render everything into a video or a GIF. I'll be rendering mine into a video. Now you can choose the quality you want your video to be rendered to. You have 480, 720, and 1080p. If you want to render your video for free, your only option here is going to be 480p. The higher options would be unlocked once you paid for a premium account. Now, I personally prefer exporting to 1080p or higher, but 480p will have to do for now. So just click on continue, then Clipchamp will start rendering your video out for you. This might take some time depending on how powerful your CPU is and how long your video is. So once your video is done rendering, you can choose where you want your video to be saved or shared. You can create a video link to share your video through that link, or you can choose from any of the options below that. You can save it to your Google Drive, upload it to YouTube, send it to TikTok, save it on OneDrive, Dropbox, etc, etc, etc. If you want to save your video to your device though, you don't really have to do anything, since once your video is done rendering, it'll automatically start downloading it for you. And that's it, your very own video made through Clipchamp. So if you guys enjoyed the video or find it helpful, go ahead and leave a like and maybe even a comment down below about what you think. And get subscribed to stay up to date with our latest videos. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.